Welcome everyone to a brand new Pokemon Go episode. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. Yesterday we took a look at the top 10 rarest Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and today not only are we going to be going out adventuring, hatching eggs, finding new Pokemon, but I've also got information for you guys on brand new features coming to Pokemon Go, including trading, breeding, new Pokemon. It's going to be awesome. So today will be so much fun. Now if we take a look at my Pokemon Go headquarters, okay, it's very messy, leave that alone, but we've got little Easter, who's been chilling with me all day right here, and on top of that, little Olipolly, looking slightly demented, has also been chilling with me all day. So we're going to be starting today off here in the Pokemon Go headquarters, getting ready for today's adventure. So let's update you guys on how my Pokemon squad's looking. Good girl. So I completely forgot I ordered this hat online. It's a Pikachu silhouette hat. I absolutely love it. We've got little Easter chilling with us for this update before we go out in the wild today and capture new Pokemon. Now, this is the first episode, full episode since returning from Iceland. It was an amazing, amazing trip. And thank you guys so much for the support on the Icelandic Pokemon Go videos. But taking a look on screen here, we can see how my squad is currently looking. We got, I believe, a Pidgeot, Hypno, Slowbro, and Starmie. So 4 out of my top 5 Pokemon, all while out in Iceland, and they are all absolutely awesome. My Lapras is nowhere near close to being beaten at the moment. It is an absolute machine, and it is currently my highest CP Pokemon. Now, one thing I want to talk about for a second is eggs. If we take a look on screen here, I've got 9 out of 9, all incubating, of course, but no 10k eggs to be seen anywhere. Now, I've had quite a lot of 10k eggs, but in the recent few days, I just haven't really gotten any 10k eggs from Pokestops. And when I tweeted out about it, a load of you guys said you've been playing the game for weeks and had never gotten a 10k egg. So I think maybe getting those 10k eggs has become a little bit harder, but we've got loads of eggs that could potentially hatch today. Actually, this one is on 5 out of 5, so as soon as I leave this recording room, it's probably going to hatch. But I had a few eggs that hatched off camera, and they weren't too great. That's right, guys. I got a load of rubbish, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, this comes out, baby. That is right, my very first Rhyhorn. This guy is awesome. He's a great CP. We're actually taking Eevee out for a walk, and it suddenly popped out of an egg. A brand new Pokemon for me. It's awesome. And then on top of that, you may have seen I also got an 844 Ponyta from an egg as well, demolishing my last Ponyta in terms of CP. This thing is awesome. Unfortunately, we've only got 14 out of the 50 candies, but I want to evolve this thing so bad. Now, in terms of leveling, things get very tough as soon as you go over 20. It's taken 100,000 XP to get from 22 to almost 23. Fingers crossed today we can get 23. I want to take you guys to a spot where I can sit on 3 Pokestops. I'm going to put down lures on all of them and just see what I can get within that half-an-hour period. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So ranking up really nicely. What I want to know from you guys is what level are you? Leave that down below. And what I will also want to know, I did mention this yesterday in my top 10 video, but I want to know how many Pokemon you've caught within Pokemon Go so far. 85 is not bad. It sounds actually a lot higher than I expected. I've still got a lot on there that unfortunately I haven't gotten. There was that Seadra that glitched out from me in Iceland, unfortunately. There was a Dudo. I didn't end up putting it up in the video, but a Dudo appeared when I had an incense on in the bus in Iceland. And obviously, since it's traveling so fast in the bus, it zoomed off on the back of my screen. I tapped it really quickly, went into a battle with it, then it ran away on the first ball, so unfortunately I didn't quite get that one. But our Pokemon list is looking good. Maybe thinking, Ali, what's your goal currently for evolving Pokemon and catching new Pokemon? Well, catching new Pokemon is all really down to those lures, those incenses, just hoping it'll bring me a lucky random Pokemon. In terms of evolutions, I really want to evolve this Weeping Bell, and it's going to be a lot of candies, but I just know that a 930 Weeping Bell will evolve into a super strong Victory Bell. Obviously, the Ponyta that I caught in an egg would love to evolve that into Rapidash. I've got my little Wartortle, but it is nowhere near close to evolving, I'm afraid. Now, I would like to get a stronger Growlithe in this in an egg, but I really, really want an Arcanine because a lot of people have them in their squad because they're so strong. Now, 2 unusual ones, but I really want to evolve this Oddish. It's a very, very strong starting Oddish, and also this Execute evolves into an extremely strong Executor, which is basically like a pineapple palm tree. It's a really strong Pokemon. And finally, this thing. This is my god Eevee. It's not better than this little one. She's obviously the goddess of all Eevees. But this Eevee is so good. As you can see, I've got enough candies to evolve it, but I'm going to be saving it, alright guys? I've got a whole video I want to do for you, talking about evolutions, how they work, and all that really useful information. So we're going to be keeping hold of Eevee for today's episode for tomorrow. but we still got loads of other evolutions, loads of Pokemon to capture for today. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm pretty sure his 5k egg is just gonna what? 0 out of 5k? What? You better be a glitch, it better hatch in a second. We're gonna head out of here, guys. Start today's adventure. Give it a thumbs up if you're excited. Let's start today. So since Pokemon Go has blown up on this channel, I've gained almost over like 1 million subscribers. So I thought, you know what, a lot of you guys won't really know much about me or will have known I did lots of vlogs before Pokemon Go came out. So we're currently in our garden of the brand new house we're living in. We literally moved into this just before Pokemon Go came out. Of course, we've got little Eevee. Hey, little one. She is our brand new, about 15 weeks old, King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. She's an absolute gorgeous one. And here is Grumpy Darcy Cat, who was sitting in the corner, and I don't know why he sits there, but sits in the corner of our garden all the time. These two, you know, they're all right. Darcy copes with Eevee playing with him all the time. Look at, okay, you two, be nice. This guy's a little bit more grumpy, but he's still very cute. This is little Ollie Polly, aren't you a little cutie one? He likes Eevee, but if Eevee gets a little bit too close, he'll put her in her place. So this is all of our family right here. So if you're wondering why I'm all dressed up in gym gear, I actually went to a real life, a proper gym this morning for the first time in months. I literally have not gone since Pokemon Go came out, unfortunately. But talking about gyms, I drove past one today, which is such a high level for Team Mystic, and I'm hoping it's still a high level, so let's go and check that out first. So you literally could not have asked for a more beautiful day to go out and about and capture Pokemon. It is stunning, and as expected, as soon as I walked out the door, the 5k egg is about to hatch, baby. I have no idea what it's going to be. Please be something new or something that I really need. I don't need, I have more than enough candies for this thing. I would have been happier if it was like actually Magikarp and a 2k egg, but 76 candies, 532 is actually really good. So should I just evolve it and see what it turns into? So just as I was about to do the evolution, I put down a lucky egg, put down an insect, and another egg is about to hatch. Today's kicking off. We're close to the gym that I mentioned, by the way, guys. So what is the number 2 egg of today gonna be? Yo, let's go. I literally popped lucky egg just at the right time. Why am I excited? It's not an amazing Pokemon. Well, I've never had this guy before, so this is literally brand new to my Pokedex. 468 is, it's okay. A decent amount of candies as well. 3 in a row. What? This is literally an egg hatching extravaganza to kick off the episode. I didn't even realize this was going to happen, to be honest. What is our 3rd egg of the day going to be? And it's only just Sandshrew. I don't have Sandshrew. I'm sure I have Sandshrew. I'm sure it's a brand new Pokemon. Yo! 2 brand new Pokemon for me personally added to the Pokedex. That is amazing. 432 again. Jeez. Okay, I think we've got a little bit of downtime for a second here. Oh, we earn a medal. 10 ground type Pokemon. Really never see many of them out here, unfortunately. So now I'm only left with 6 eggs, and I hate it. I hate it if I don't have a full set of 9 eggs all being incubated. So I need to go and show you guys that awesome gym that's nearby and hit up all of the Pokestops and get back up to 9 out of 9 eggs. But hey, what an awesome way to start off the day. Guys, I'm sorry, I got so excited in all the eggs hatching, I forgot to evolve his Goldeen. So let's evolve this bad boy and see what CP we're going to get from the evolution. Here he is, baby. Sea King. Now, obviously, I've already got him on my Pokedex. It's more a case of we have a lit CP, you know what I mean? So hit me with something good, baby. Okay, coming in at 1,142. Not too bad. He's not quite breaking into the top 6 squad, unfortunately, but he's better than the previous one. It's all good. So near where I live, there is a McLaren garage. Have you ever seen so many nice cars in one place? They put my R8 to shame. They're so nice. Now, if you can recognize this place right here, you may recognize it. It's one of the very first gyms I ever visited, actually, on Pokemon Go. So the level of this gym, I have not seen. Like, I really just don't see any gyms that are this high level. But first of all, we've got a 2k egg. I know it's a 2k egg this time. I'm keeping better track, so let's take a look. I pray to the gods a starter Pokemon. A Squirtle, a Pikachu, a Magikarp. I'm just gonna give up on these 2k eggs. I swear I've had the worst luck in the world with them. So ignoring that terrible luck with our eggs, look at this gym. It's a level 7 gym, 25,000 out of 30,000 XP with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pokemon in there. It is huge. It is one of the biggest gyms I've ever seen, and I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody that has powered up this gym for Team Mystic. You guys are smashing it. If you're watching the video, you guys are crazy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to train against this gym, right? I'm not going to show the whole gym back. I'm just going to show you guys as far as I get. We're going to see if I can take down this crazy level 7 gym and power it up for my own team. So I forgot you can only take in 1 Pokemon when you're training, so this is just going to be too hard. But we'll see how far we get on. Guys, I tried my best. I got 400 XP for the gym though, which is good. good, so it went up a little bit at least. Unfortunately, out of all the Pokemon, I managed to get through Gloom, Jolteon, Pidgeot number 1, Pidgeot number 2. I couldn't quite take on that Flareon, so I still have Pinsir, I still have Vaporeon to go. It would have been really hard to take it on with one Pokemon. There's another egg, boys. Alright, this is a 5k egg this time. I can't believe how much has kicked off in this episode. I've only been out and about recording for a little bit, so oh my gosh, why is my luck so bad right now? Why? Well, a 519 Paris isn't too bad. We'll leave it there for the... What? Why are all my eggs hatching? I swear to God, I've not been walking that far, but we'll take it. I think this is another 5k egg. Come on, give me like Mudshop. Give me like... Okay, I've already got it, but it's fine. I'll take the candies. I'll take the candies. It's okay. What have we got? Yo, 36 candies. We're getting close to a Wigglytuff. Okay. Jeez, all right. The madness has calmed down. Finally, we've got 10 Fairy-type Pokemon added to our medal list, which is awesome. But with all those eggs hatching, we have a slight problem, or at least a problem in my eyes, and that's the fact that we've only got, what, 3 eggs left? Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're going to drive to a spot with 3 Pokestops where hopefully I can replenish these eggs, get XP, find new Pokemon, and I'll tell you guys all about all this new stuff that's come to Pokemon Go. All this Pokemon Go adventuring is thirsty work. So this Fanta Fruit Twist is the best Fanta in the world. But on a serious note, when I get super into making videos and editing videos, I do not eat properly at all. I missed breakfast today, went to a gym on an empty stomach. It's really bad. So these episodes, I literally wake up, I take Eevee for a walk, I feed all the animals, Claire goes to work, I then go and record for 4 or 5 hours, get back home about 5, 6 when Claire gets back from work. We then edit all evening, often staying up to 1, 2, 3 a.m. And I'm doing it every single day, including weekends. So it's tiring work, but I'm going to take you guys to an awesome spot with loads of Pokestops where hopefully we can get some new eggs, get some awesome Pokemon, and talk to you guys about these new features in Pokemon Go because they're so awesome. So this bench right here, this bench is the God bench for Pokemon stops. So typically I don't like going to the same spots over and over again in these videos. I like to find new places, but you may recognize this church behind me. We went to in a vlog and actually took a gym on in a cemetery nearby. Well, Claire and I were driving past this place back home from a dinner one day and we're like, yo, let me sit on this bench and see exactly where we stand. And look at this, almost 4 Pokestops all on top of each other. So I'm going to put down lures on all of these Pokestops and see if we can get in half an hour. And the annoying thing is, it's on a really busy road. If you look behind me, there's cars going by every second. Everyone's looking at me thinking, why on earth is that guy talking to a camera? It's not the best place in terms of being able to hear me properly, but we're going to stay here for a little bit and see what we can get, and then we'll talk about all the new stuff. So because of all the lures and having the lucky egg on, I am 1 evolution off of reaching level 23. It's taking 100,000 XP. But when you have a position with 4 Pokestops and 4 lures down, you're going to draw people in. So I bumped into Alex here. You've been walking around all day, haven't you? This is the spot to be in.
Cracking up my eggs.
Which eggs have you hatched today?
I've hatched the 10k Onyx.
Nice.
Squirtle, got
oh, you got it from an egg?
Yeah, another one from egg.
My luck egg is terrible. I haven't had a single starting Pokemon in ages, many eggs. So Alex has been here chilling. So I'm just going to do this final evolution for you guys to turn over to rank 23. And then goodness knows how much XP it's going to be from 23 to 24. Here we go, guys. Level 23, baby. Ultra Balls, that's probably the best. Ultra Balls and Raspberries is probably the best thing out of all the items we got there. I would have liked to have got an egg incubator, but unfortunately not quite happening. Let's see. 125,000 XP for this next level up. Oh my gosh, the grind continues, my friends, but we've still got a good amount of time left. Oh, yo, that lure's run out. Yo, the lures are running out. I've already spent half an hour here, and literally we haven't got very much at all. Me and Alex are completely disappointed, but I'm going to run through all of these Pokestops one more time and see if we can build up our egg collection as well. So now that we've jumped up another level, it means that the CP is a Pokemon that we'll start finding in the wild will also jump up a little bit, and that's taken into effect almost straight away. Take a look at this. So I've been holding off on a Venonat evolution. Actually, I could do 2 now. I've waited so long, but the 590 Venonat was my strongest, and that was really rare. But I've literally just caught a 600 Venonat, so I'm hoping that. So it means all of those Pokemon, Eevees especially, will start now being a little bit higher. So hopefully we can just max out and get higher CP Pokemon. Now it's weird that I showed you guys the McLaren garage today before I came here because I didn't ever have like a test day. Yo, look at this. Look at it. One literally right there. Listen to that, guys. The level 23 high CP Pokemon are kicking in slowly but surely. That's a 610 Eevee, my highest ever Eevee. I need to catch this guy. Raspberried him up, and you know what? I want him so bad. I'm ultra balling this dude with a thumb, so wish me luck. Yo. Oh god, Ali. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. Hold on, guys. Hold on. There we go. Great. Come on. This will be my greatest Eevee, and it would beat out the Eevee I showed you guys at the beginning of the episode. No! 1, 2... 2, 3. That's it. Let's go, baby. New highest Eevee evolution. And I've got so many candies, to be honest. Yeah, I can evolve this guy and the other guy tomorrow. So we've got 2 beast Eevees for tomorrow's evolutions. I want to give a shout out to Ryan, who's been watching my Pokemon Go videos as well. Yeah. And he's been grinding it out, and he's also got a Pokemon that I do not have. So I'm going to have a look at this as well. He's got an 862 Machoke. So that's not even a Machamp yet. How did you get it? Did you just catch it in the wild?
Yeah, I caught a few in the wild, and then I hatched a few Machops from eggs.
Nice. I want that so badly. He's got an awesome Pokemon. So guys, it's finally time to talk about all the new stuff coming to Pokemon Go in the very near future, including new Pokemon, breeding, trading, so much more. So let's talk about it. So guys, literally just a few days ago, a big event called Comic-Con happened where Niantic, the guys that actually develop and made Pokemon Go, held a panel, and the CEO of Niantic came along and talked about Pokemon Go and some of the plans they have for the future. So that's where we're going to be getting all of our information from for today. So you guys know how much I love Pokemon Go, but obviously at the moment there's only Gen 1 Pokemon in the game, which is 151, and even then the legendaries aren't even available to capture right yet. So we're still waiting for those special events to happen. But the great first piece of news is that they confirmed that beyond the first generation, they still want to bring in new Pokemon over the coming months and over the coming years, which means they're going to be supporting this game for a long time. We just haven't decided how they're going to do it yet. For those of you guys that don't know, there's been several generations of Pokemon. There are currently over 700 Pokemon in the Pokedex, and of course Pokemon Sun and Moon are coming out later this year, so even more Pokemon are going to be added. So they have so many Pokemon to choose from. Personally, I'd love to see the whole of Gen 2 be added to Pokemon Go. I love Gold and Silver. Carries on so well from the first gen Pokemon, but they can literally pick and choose how they put the Pokemon in the game. So I just want to see as many Pokemon as possible added to this game. It could have such a long lifespan if all of them are added in, but I think that's a little bit too far. So we'll see what happens. If new Pokemon get announced, obviously you'll hear about it first, but that's great news that they want to and have the idea of adding more Pokemon. Now, one of the big things in the game is, of course, Pokestops. At the moment, it can give you items every 5 minutes, and you can put lures on them, which is really cool, but they want to do even more with Pokestops, including the potential of turning them into things like Poke Centers to heal up your Pokemon. Now, when the game first came out, I remembered when people like lost health or went into gym battles and their Pokemon fainted, they didn't really know how to heal them. Obviously, it's obvious now, right? You use the revives, you use the items you get from Pokestops. If you ever run out of them, then actually having something where you can go to and heal up like a Poke Center through a Pokestop is a really cool feature, and I think it gives unlimited usage and unlimited like things that they can do with Pokestops, because they can be turned into so many different ideas and so many different things to give them more usage, which is really cool. Now, 2 big features are also in the works are trading and training. Now, obviously training is available through fighting your own gym, so I assume this training feature will be done in a slightly different way where you're actually training your Pokemon specifically rather than training up a gym that's owned by your own team. But of course, trading is a huge feature as well. Now, I often bump into people that have Pokemon I want that I don't have, and I'm sure you're in that same position, but there's no way of trading, and maybe you come from a place where you get loads of Squirtles and you meet someone that's got loads of Charmanders, but you don't have their Pokemon, you want to trade, you'd happily do it, but the feature isn't there right yet, but it's something they definitely want to add. Trading was actually showed off in the trailer, the original trailer for Pokemon Go, so we know they've been working on it, they're just trying to work out the best way of implementing it, and of course, at the moment, the 3-step glitch and the server issues are the biggest problems. I hope as soon as those issues are sorted, they'll really start focusing on new features like the trading system, because it will make completing your Pokedex and getting new Pokemon so much easier, and will be an awesome feature. Now, this feature is something that I love, and it's really for people that like to get the best of the best Pokemon, and it's breeding. Now, in the normal Pokemon games, breeding is a great way of taking 2 very strong Pokemon and trying to get an even stronger, basically, baby Pokemon through the breeding system. So, for example, you could take 2 Eevees that are really strong, maybe one has really good attack stat, one has a really good defense stat, and you can breed them into a baby Pokemon that has both of those really good stats. Now, this goes into really in-depth stuff in Pokemon, like IVs, for example, which are individual values, which are basically stats that Pokemon have and are basically born with that can never change, but makes them a good Pokemon or a bad Pokemon. If you know what IVs are, you'll understand. If you don't, I think I may talk about them in a video in the near future. All you need to know is that breeding is something they're really looking into, and is again a great way of taking 2 Pokemon, maybe you've caught 2 really rare, I don't know, Alakazams or Charmanders, getting a baby one through breeding them, and then you'll be able to trade that off with a friend. So it's a really, really good system. I assume it will be done through the egg hatching system as well. So when you breed a Pokemon in the Pokemon games, you get an egg, then have to cycle around or run around the map, just like you run around in real life in Pokemon Go to hatch that egg so that you then get the Pokemon. So a breeding system would be amazing. I'd absolutely love that, and it's probably one of my favorite features, alongside of course new Pokemon, but I'm really excited for in Pokemon Go. So we've got all of the little ones chilling outside with us at the moment, but that is going to bring us to an end for this video, talking about new features, getting some new Pokemon, and leveling up. We hatched loads of eggs today. It's been pretty damn crazy, to be honest with you guys. What I want to know from you guys is, which of those new features do you want to see the most? Which one do you want them to prioritize? Now obviously, as I said, we want the 3-step glitch to be fixed so we can actually hunt down Pokemon properly. We want the servers to be fixed so we don't have to worry about getting on and not being able to play at certain times, but then they can start focusing on some of these awesome new features that we've just talked about. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated as we find out more about potential new Pokemon, trading, breeding, new Pokestop features as well, because it is all so exciting and will give the game even more life and make us keep on playing. So if you guys have enjoyed another Pokemon Go video, smash that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for watching and all of your support. You're always amazing. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys, for a brand new episode where we'll be evolving my best EVs. We'll be doing some very interesting stuff in terms of predicting what the CP of Pokemon will turn into. You won't want to miss it, so I'll see you guys then.